right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On 1st and 10, McNabb going up top. Oh. And this results in 6 touchdowns.
What a legend!
Barry Sanders, 30 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Boom.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Franco Harris.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw? The ability to break a play wide open with his legs. Absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs make...
There he goes, left
Oh, my God.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Franco Harris, 51 yards. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
The Madden Elites heading back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Yep,
and he will have a touchdown. Devontae Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Now McNabb being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Gold now out to kick it away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Alvin Kamara, whoa.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. That's the first time we get a look at the 2011 Hall of Fame inductee and 3-time Super Bowl champ Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, he won 2 Super Bowl titles with Denver and a 3rd with Baltimore. That's a pretty good investment on a 7th-round pick. Also tells you we didn't evaluate him very well coming out of college, did we?
And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sack again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, the time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a
play,
damn.
Right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
One a legend.
Made. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's McNabb. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Oh, yes.
Devontae Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here.
Ik wil Rom. Waarom lukt hij niet?
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so we'll get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for them. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Right 20! Right 20!
Vick will look to throw on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. It's a play fake. Now Vic.
Sacked again.
And slung down like a rag doll. C.J. Mosley. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. On third down, Vic. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete.
Oof.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, come on. Beckham Jr. had to work.
Now a 1st down throw, McNabb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh!
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
To throw on second, McNabb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And an incomplete pass.
God damn.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Allez, Vino.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Losing yardage back to the 15. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they...
Awesome fellow gameplay Ace. I dropped a like. Keep up the grind. Thanks, boy. Yo, Kobe en Wart. Ja, ik ben ook geabonneerd op jou.
Just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Beckham, 74 yards.
FORTNITE just
and the Madden Elites, they extend their lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
McNabb to McCoy.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Vic out of the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. C.J. Mosley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Able to spin free. Oh, now he bowls him over. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this up to the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball. Met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big time
En de
play.
score.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Ik ga weg, we
A
spreken
lot of
nog.
folks
Is goed.
starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Right 90, right 20, right 20.
Vic on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Shannon Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Time for a break.
We kunnen toch gezien. Ja, dat auto, dat werkt.
Kon niet doen dat ze groot was.
Alles voor de video, hè.
Ja, niet klaar.
Ik heb het allemaal gezien hoor. Ik heb het allemaal gezien hoor. Ik heb helemaal gezien. Het is die slow motion ding dat niet gezien. Ik wist niet dat het erop
So
gestoken
the
is.
Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Dat is mooi gemaakt.
And Gould is able to put it through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On the carry, here's Sanders. And this will be a touchdown. Barry Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and people can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that hasn't...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll run for it here with Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
You completed an objective. In principe. Ik wil even zonder headset spelen.
Face on it. I'm pretty excited to go to bed tonight. That's all I'm going to say. What does it look like? Do I look good? Do I look like Lazybear? Or do I just look like a clan member? I'm going to say I'm not a clan member. Alright, I feel like I'm going to regret this video, but it is time for another Lazybear Q&A. And I say I'm going to regret that because you guys always give me the stupidest questions. Lazybear, you gay? No, I I know you're a guy and I know you want to ask me out, but I'm sorry, mate. I'm straight as an arrow. Or at least I think I am. I don't know. Never really tested it. I went to Twitter and I got 284 replies. Surely, on the statistical probabilities, there has to be a couple of good questions. Lesbian, are you gay? Are you gay? Also, before we kick this one off, I want to start doing the lesbian Reddit again. Feel free to just make any sort of memes and post it to my subreddit. Do you like your own videos? Mate, I jumped in a giant ute of balls. Like, there's no better content on YouTube. What does 1 million subs smell like? It smells like greatness. Coincidentally, it also smells like
the big day has finally arrived. It's the coach who will wear the crown as a Super Bowl champion.
Size 11. Feel free to send me sweet shoes. Anyone got like free Yeezys to throw out? Feel free to send size 11 Yeezys to my PO box. So I'm saying, maybe some NMDs. Do you know
the veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I'm going to swear and yell at children. Unfortunately, I actually wanted to enjoy the game, and I couldn't live with myself. So it was either jump off the bridge or stop.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
The original sin, baby. Here
we go! Red 38!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Hey, man, I used to be great
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The first carry for the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one's better. Here's McNabb. Oh, he's going to take it. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 61 yards.
How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's a touchdown. Barry Sanders taking it in for a yard out. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead.
A touchdown run from Barry Sanders. How about this, partner? 99 career rushing touchdowns and 10 more receiving in his NFL career.
And a stat you and I were looking over before the game. At one point, he held 34 NCAA records. And in his 1988 Heisman Trophy campaign at Oklahoma State, he had 44 touchdowns in how many games?
12 games. And I'm not sure there was more excitement.
I realize you're actually kind of trapped. What's your take on Logan Paul? I'm a very well-known Logan maverick, right? The thing is with YouTube content, you're constantly incentivized to push the limits and see how far you can go. And this kind of warps your brain. You no longer think as a normal person. You think as like, what can I do next? There is no barriers. You constantly get wrapped up in your
by a runner than Barry Sanders playing for Oklahoma State.
That's crazy, but you're driven by content. Basically, at some point, you went too far. I think he's probably...
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get it.
We're all sociopaths. Now, most YouTubers...
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to match enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose gains yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, McNabb. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Mother of dragons, and I'm the father of will. I feel like we make a great comeback. No.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
You guys continue to disappoint. That makes you
from the gun. Here's McNabb.
You're a disappointment.
He's gonna go down again. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite.
He's going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
With our...
Now whistles as time has run out on this first. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. And he's free going, and this results in 6. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys get a quick strike touchdown.
And you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Speaking of Russia, boys, g'day. Welcome back to Weird Subreddits. Today we've got something spectacular. You know how at school there was that one weird kid that ate paint, started drinking at 6 years old, liked to jump out of trees and, I don't know, ate worms? Yeah, if the world map was a school, Russia would be that kid. And Russia, do not take offense. I know, I've seen what Vladimir Putin does to people.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Because for today's subreddit, we're checking out a normal day in Russia.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Whoa! That's the most Russian thing I've ever seen. Whoa, yeah, you get it.
And out now come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. McNabb to throw, and he'll get it up near the 35, 34 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. Not good at all. Punt him just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McNabb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And they rattle off a big one. 53 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass. Because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own.
And he will have a touchdown. Donovan McNabb, as the first half is winding down. And the Magna they extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
That's the only thing I really appreciate about Russia.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jesus Christ, he went flying now. I like how he takes out the camera. You just see that shit go out. Safety
Well, Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is going to end chaotically. Wow, okay, yep, he is literally just going the wrong way through traffic.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
First half, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a nice spin. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and put it on the board at 6, a touchdown. Barry Sanders, 95 yards. And the Magna they extend their lead.
They were just crossing the road. Oh, it's still going.
The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
That little bloke's having fun too. That's matchmaking. Why is that girl so scared in the background?
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Should be used to gun for. Jumping into the abyss.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Where did Richie go?
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
A normal day in Russia. Oh, well, this is funny.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Barry Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
He'll get it up the middle. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense. We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Wow, she's assaulting that cow.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Out of the gun, McNabb. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, damn, man. Has anyone ever looked more depressed?
The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know how these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
and got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. To throw, McNabb. And this will be a touchdown. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
You know what? I'd rather be more of a
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
It costs like $5.99 a month or some shit. You don't have to take one.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game, and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together,
and that will be incomplete as well. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Fielded at the 33. A good return there, call it 13 yards. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Well, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now McNabb. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Why is he holding the water back?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt.
How are we so far stuck in the past that you've got to manually take it off and then put it on again? You may have like cool robots and Godzilla, but I really wish I had this. All that other stuff can go to buggery. I wish I had this. A normal day at a Japanese zoo. Oh my god! Wow, that's an experience I want to pay for that experience. That'd be terrifying. That would actually be amazing to try. It's like being in a shark cage where they drop you in the ocean and sharks swim around you. But this is the difference between Japan and Russia. This is why you got to travel. This is why you got to get cultured. This is why you got to explore the world. Because if this was Russia, there would be no box. There'd just be a burly Russian dude on top of the bed just going to town. So this is why you got to travel, get different experience. Tiny train. This better be real tiny. Yes! I was expecting like a small train, not a small train. Chairs that push themselves in.
Is a clown in the sea?
Dude, someone get Arnold Schwarzenegger. We need a Terminator. Skynet is real. Robots are going to start rising up. Are you a goddamn robot? If you're a robot, you have to tell me. The war.
It's time. to punch one of 2 tickets to the Super Bowl.
If they're in everything, if robots are in literally everything we have in our lives, all it takes is one line of code. One line of code.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken as 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, after the pants takes, let's travel the rest. Normal day, sweet. Alright, all I know about sweet is where PewDiePie lives. What happens if you scream out a window in Sweden?
Here we go! One touch! One touch!
On first down, it's McNabb. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
These people werewolves.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line in.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. Not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, not only do you get the 6, but Philly sees momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wondered if that backfires a little when they stop you.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Mate, you didn't think to look, you didn't think to walk up the hill and see what you're going to fly to do. Wow, okay.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, here we go.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. On first and 10, McNabb. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go!
This is Sanders. Pushing and fighting his way for a Steeler touchdown. Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Gold now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
The punter.
It wasn't his fault. Listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yeah, man. That's not in the record.
And now out come the Steelers. Now it's McNabb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Adams, 42 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
Come on, let's go.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain at 27.
So they're playing ping-pong. This is Japan.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
He's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't know too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Good luck blocking John Randall, by the way. He lives in the backfield.
Yeah, he certainly did. Remember back when he played on a really hard artificial turf, which helped his get-off. So sure footing. He's so quick.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Barry Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
He's a romantic. He's a gentleman.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Never do anything technological again.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
You get it, it's funny because that's a power.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The dangerous Hill now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as Hill go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just take...
Het is gewoon aan het kijken of je deur aan maken. Zet hier gewoon, zet aan het wachten dat daar ben.
Business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Honestly, I think my earballs are done after that. My earballs are just absolutely roasted. Alright, Bill, I hope you enjoyed
to throw on second, McMahon. Hill shedding the tackle. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ricky Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
I've seen a guy say, hey,
this is taken as 4. And now running right through it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
But if you land,
time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab with that leg. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Fast footwork by Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he
got his man. That's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they scored.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
I think that's unfair. I'm not an embarrassment because I lost.
Maybe I'm doing my team.
Oh, wow. That's not new genius level stuff. Filming your own robbery. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. There's actually no more to this video. I'm just going to assume he was arrested. But hey, I laughed, so you know, you're already right. Yeah, Dad, I know. I know, Dad. I know.
But along came the Michelin Man, who reminded them the right tire changes everything.
Oh, God damn it! You know what, Dad? I think that's unfair. I'm not an embarrassment because I laughed at the
return man is Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game.
Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Jarrell Casey able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. Well, they've been trying to get to him all game, haven't been able to. Finally, they get to him. There may be some momentum to build on.
I'd say so. Finally, they can put the frustration aside and say they got to him. Maybe they can get to him a few more times before this game is over.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a new total for the touchdown, and that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
And he is not going to get there. Boy, even with a Hall of Famer carrying the ball, the defense comes up big, and the try for two is thwarted. Gold now out to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. He'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he bats it away. it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of it.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys have a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
He's going to get it running right. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school of me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Gold now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Jags. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
This is going to be the darkest, weird subject.
He'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go!
Second down, McNabb. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Past the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You know, they do look pretty